Hello, my name is Vishup, and for my CS50 final project, with the combination of my knowledge from the course as well as with the help of AI, I developed a web application which converts PDFs to a dark mode equivalent. I'm calling it LuminaPDF. Firstly, let's take a look at how this web app works, and then we will delve into the languages and methods which were used in the development journey towards completion. There are two easy steps. Step 1, we select the PDF file which we want to turn into a dark mode. Next step is simply tick this button, and it's now dark. And we can go to the next page, previous page, and as you can see, it even works well with images. And if we want to undo the dark mode, we simply tick it again, and now it's the regular version. The reason I developed this web app is because I fell in love with VS Code's dark themes when coding and found it easier to view white text on a black background rather than black text on a white background. This is, however, a very basic first attempt, and in the future, I may add further functionality, such as zooming and the ability to download the dark mode PDF. Now, let's take a look at the code, starting off with the framework of the website, HTML. As we can see from the HTML structure, the website is very basic and easy to use for the sole purpose of converting PDFs to a dark mode equivalent. Here at the top, we have a file input div. At the bottom, we have a PDF viewer container with some basic controls such as the previous page, the next page, as well as the dark mode tick. And at the bottom, we have the canvas container to actually contain the PDF viewer. And at the very bottom, I added some extra scroll space in order to go a little bit below the middle for easy viewing. Now, let's take a look at the CSS, which was used to style the website and the buttons, as well as the glowing effect on the illuminate word. As we can see, I chose the background color, this one right here, in order to provide a dark gray color. And for the buttons, I chose more of a red color. And when the button is hovered over, it turns blue in order to provide visual feedback. And as we can see from all these elements, there's a specific styling for each element, such as a button hover, and the canvas container, which also I added padding to in order to make it more user-friendly. And at the bottom is where we can see the CSS styling for the extra space at the very bottom to make it easier to use by the viewer. Now, let's take a look at the JavaScript of this web app, which is the core foundation upon which this web app works. To make the website be able to handle PDFs, I referenced Mozilla's PDF.js as a PDF rendering engine. This was a suggestion made by AI, and upon testing this rendering engine, it worked for my needs. Alongside simply opening the PDF, Mozilla's PDF.js API also allows us to navigate to different pages of the PDF. I initialized these variables for the navigation elements. The first two functions here check if the uploaded file is a PDF and then start to read and load the PDF respectively. Now, let's take a look at the apply dark mode function. In order to convert the PDF to a dark mode equivalent, my initial instinct was to simply flip the white colors to black and vice versa. This would involve looping through every pixel and inverting the RGB elements where the color white, represented by RGB 255, 255, 255, would become black, represented by 0, 0, 0. However, with the help of AI, I was suggested to not only invert the colors, but to also add the hue rotate 180-degree element, which is implemented in the JavaScript here, and is a clever way to preserve non-text elements in the PDF, such as this image right here. The next function is to render and actually display the PDF for the user to view it. And the next couple functions are to query different pages of the website, both the next page and the previous page. And the last element is used to verify if the user actually pressed the dark mode toggle, which will then trigger the apply dark mode canvas function if the dark mode toggle is checked. Thank you for creating this course, allowing me to access a world-class education in programming from the comfort of my home.